Can you hear me? Great. So, how do I start this? By clicking what? No worries. So, how is everybody enjoying the conference? Having a good time? Okay, guys. So, let's embark on a journey to the future. It's the year 2030, you get into the car, you say the address, and the car starts driving by itself. And for the next 20, 30, 40 minutes, you're a captive audience in mobility because the self-driving car revolution will create a new currency. And this currency is free time. According to Morgan Stanley, this time stands for 600 billion new hours free for people to do lots of things. And one of the things people already do in similar situations is very interesting, is actually online shopping. So already today in the UK, 20% of all online shopping occurs during commute, not in self-driving cars, but in taxis, buses, trains, Ubers. That's more than $13 billion each year, only in the UK, only between 7 and 9 a.m., only in mobility. And in Canada, the average monthly commute commerce spend per user is more than 400 US dollars. And this is connected to another theme, is that young people don't get driver's license anymore. So if in the 80s, almost 90% of 19-year-olds had a driver's license, now it's less than 70%. For 16-year-olds, it used to be 46%, now it's 24%. And this is part of the reason. Uber, Lyft, Didi, Ola is soon to be $1.5 trillion industry. That's the industry we're tapping into because already today, when you're in an Uber, you're in a self-driving car with a driver. And the problem for these companies is that they allow for free time, but somebody else monetizes on it. So that is why we're creating our own virtual wallet. It's an SDK which is installed into existing mobility apps. So one thing we do is analyze lots of data regarding the route and the ride, and data regarding the passenger. And we want to give people more than getting them from point A to point B. And if we have this equation and we add businesses, we can do something that people tell us is a bit crazy, and that is allowing people to ride for free. So how do people ride for free? It's a sort of a gamified experience. So imagine Jane. She uses now her favorite mobility service. She doesn't need to download anything because she gets a pop-up message. And you can see that every product that she buys decreases the amount she has to pay until the ride is free. So it sounds very simple, but there's a lot of tech behind the scenes, segmentizing the products and the shops and clusterizing the users and actually connecting everything to location. Take this guy. He travels back home after work and his son has a birthday. And we're tapping into inventory of existing locations along the route or next to the destination. So we can buy this cake for his son's birthday and we can navigate him to the patisserie along the route for him to click, collect, and ride for free. So this is our click and collect mode. And this is how our architecture looks like. This is our partner network and growing it as time goes by. And we have recently launched our product with Deutsche Bahn, that's Germany's national rail company. We're part of a few accelerators. We got a grant from the European Union. And everything with Deutsche Bahn was as if you took a train with your personal stylist on board.
Next ride is on us. Thanks for shopping.
So this is a few of the numbers from this pilot. So average time and how many pages were appeared. But I think the most relevant is the actual size of the basket people did and that is 119 euros per purchase, which is mind-blowing for us. So this is what Deutsche Bahn had to say about this.
I was asking myself, is that possible in only 3 months to put that great idea into action? Until the day before the launch, I was still asking me that question, and then on the day of the launch, it was so great that it worked.
If you shop online, Urban Outfitters, ASOS, you get the next ride for free. Yeah?
It is awesome.
Sorry for the delay with the sound and the lip sync.
We had a very promising idea that turned out to be feasible, and we got very interesting and positive customer feedback.
We had an amazing experience working with Deutsche Bahn. I mean, the level of professionalism on the side of Deutsche Bahn, either from DB Regio and from the DB Mindbox team, was amazing.
Well, if we could offer to our customers, and that is 7 million people a day, if we could offer to them ride and commute for free every day, it would be an extremely boosting slogan. And Enroute is showing us how this idea can be put into action.
So we're starting with mobility services, but in the future you can see the sources of income in autonomous vehicles. But so most of it is from robotaxi services, but this is our market, the in-car time monetization, more than $400 billion market. So we're starting with mobility services, but the future is the self-driving car. So join the ride, guys, because we are already en route. Thank you very much.
Thank you.